My role is about supporting districts across Canada, the United States, and parts of Europe with their capacity building efforts. How can they introduce deep learning in their schools and in their systems and help every student to learn deeply? First of all, I think it's really important to recognize that this board acknowledges that we're always learning. We have to be on a continual path of learning. And while even if we're feeling really good about our practice, there's always more to learn. And it doesn't mean you're broken. It means that you acknowledge that there's always room for improvement to make your learning environment even better. And this work also recognizes too that the world has become a little uncertain and very, very complex. And we have to make sure that we are providing learning and skills and knowledge that will take kids into a world that we can't even imagine. So what kind of competencies will help students, whether they're in kindergarten, grade 6, grade 12, whether they're in physics or whether they're in a literacy class, what competencies will help them be prepared for that uncertain world? We call them the 6 C's: critical thinking and communication, collaboration, creativity, and also citizenship and character really meaning grit. How do you stick to a problem? How do you learn how to learn? When you take those 6 C's all together, learners approach challenges, problems differently. And when they collaborate around a problem, when they really learn how to think through problems, this sets them up for any field in the future, whether it's plumbing or medicine or raising children, how to be a good citizen in the world. So that's what this is really, really all about. We would hope that teachers are tapping other teachers for their practice and for their thinking, that schools are tapping other schools, but also districts are tapping other districts. And together we're stronger. It's pretty fabulous that across Canada we've got this common language of what we understand to be what is deep learning and how do we assess it. What is deep learning and how do we create those conditions for learning in our classrooms? To have that common language and then be able to collaborate with educators all across Canada, but not only that, all across the world. I think this is pretty promising. I think that what we've seen in our experience thus far is that this kind of learning has a way of reaching all students, unlike other experiential learning before. So what we're encountering is some of those students who have been marginalized in the past, those that perhaps didn't really feel they were at the center of the learning, those students who perhaps didn't feel as though they could attack the learning in the classroom. We're finding that through this approach, those marginalized students are feeling quite central to the learning, that their peers are acknowledging them, teachers are noticing what they have to offer, and that incredible boost has enabled a lot of our students who otherwise were not being served. They're completely engaged, and that's incredible promise for all of our students.